Hello everyone, Mary at Espresso Press Design. Welcome, thank you for your time. Hope you're all doing well. Today I came up with another charm. Just came to me one night and I thought, well, I'll do another one and maybe I have one more. We'll see, I have to try it out. But first, housekeeping. This is a new little gift set I made. It's the tea holder and a cash envelope. I thought I might add some cash envelopes to the gift card holder category. So these go a little faster and I can hopefully do half and half and get up to my quota faster because they go faster. I have some new paper here. This will be up either today or tomorrow, and it goes with the boho butterfly collection, and it's all basically background papers. There's a double one here, and it's, you know, some flowers, some butterflies, but they're all from I love that one. They're all from the lovely illustration, and they will make a nice addition to the kit. So there's 10 sheets. And then coming up next will be the ephemera collection. And then a few more items in the category. And shout out today to Jolly Mandy, Buy One with Grace. Thank you for your kind reviews. I'm glad that you enjoy your product, and thank you for taking the time to do that. And Genevieve over at Shopify, thank you very much. Lovely name, love those classic names. That's Genevieve in Italian. And this week's interesting video over at Ava at Bohemian Crafting. Use your stash ugly papers. Fabulous. No, I didn't particularly think the papers were ugly, but I guess they're not up her alley, so she came up with some great little ways to incorporate them if you have a commission or something and someone wants you to use papers and it's out of your comfort zone. I thought the suggestions and ideas were great. And if anyone, I asked her to post the dies that she used because I couldn't find them, at least not in one set. So if anyone pops over there and knows the number to those particular Elizabeth Craft designs, I'd appreciate it if you'd let me know, because I thought that would be something I would get some use out of, and I'd like those particular ones, and I couldn't find them all in one set. They were the Planner Essentials. So if anyone knows the number, I forget how many are in that category, but if you know the number, let me know. Okay, this week I did another charm. It just popped into my head. You know how I love my tiles, and these are very quick, but I have stacks and stacks of these taking up all my little compartments in my ephemera holders. So I thought, why don't I layer these up and put some shiny on them and make some little charms. Who says that charms have to always be square or circle or whatever? So I layered them like, you know, multi-ways. So that's what we're going to do today. It's going to be quick. And if you want to learn, I will post a link to the video on how to make the tiles. Absolutely love these tiles. They're so versatile, and this is just one more use for them. And then some of them I did take the time to do the back with gold. So some of them are painted in the back, and some of them I didn't have time to do, but they're gold in the back. So basically what you're going to do is you're just going to take your little pieces. Again, I have my trusty pen, and you're just going to layer them up. And this actually, when you go through your tiles and you see, okay, well, there's one that's not very interesting. So things like that, you know, you can turn it into another element and mix it with something else, and then it will work. So the only thing really, even though I did get my punch to go through all layers, but the only thing really you have to keep in mind is that you need a space to put a hole. And I put my hole sometimes in the corner, sometimes in the middle, and I managed to get it to work pretty much everywhere. And then if you need a smaller piece, it's just a matter of cutting a tile into half or fourths for your top little piece. And it's all good. And this way I can do a little something with these. Actually, I might layer that one underneath. Okay, let me go something like that. So I hope everyone's good. We got our picnic in, despite the wrong forecasts. Turned out by the time that day finally came, it was 50% chance of rain. And we got up there, and I thought for sure we were going to get a thunderstorm. And I just said, I don't care, we're going anyway. So we made it, and the storm clouds passed over. And it was a nice day. I'll post a pic. We went up, my husband didn't hear me that I said I'm doing a video. We went up a 4.5 mile grade to a vista that was absolutely astounding once you got up there. And we did it, if we would have left a little tiny bit earlier, we probably would have caught the sunset over the vista, but not directly toward us, but we would have got more of that beautiful sunset light. But it was okay. I got some pics. We didn't make it up to dark sky because it was a hot day. By the time we after we did our hiking, and we had to take some time out to drive an hour to get some repellent because the biting flies were actually drawing blood, and we were miserable. So we drove to get some repellent, and I went for the big guns. DEET. Usually I don't put that stuff on my skin, but since I forgot my natural, and I don't know if the natural stuff would have even made a dent in those. It was so bad. But we pretty much had the entire place to ourselves until the fishermen showed up. But it was gorgeous. Great place. And they finally got cell service. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but it kind of helped us figure out how far we would have to drive to get insect repellent. Didn't see any eagles. Did see a blue heron fly out of the trees when we were hiking along the river. And honestly, I wouldn't have cared if it rained, because it was so hot that the mist would have come up there, and it would have, oops, I forgot, you know what I forgot? I forgot to rim. The mist would have come up over there, and it would have been stunning. And the other amazing thing, I can't even describe it, but you'll, well, no, I'm not showing you that picture, but in 92 and 1973, they had some little marker signs where it flooded. So if I showed this picture of the actual river going to the dam, everything you would see would have been covered with water up to about 300 yards away, up to the ranger station. That was unbelievable. And I think I actually swam in that dam when I was younger, and they said they don't have swimming anymore. But at one point I did get so hot that I wanted the flies to quit biting my feet. So I went in wading, but no one said anything. But the other nice thing is the river was like a mirror. In the fall, that would be absolutely gorgeous. So if you're around here, it was Kettle Creek and Kettle Creek State Park and Kettle Creek Vista. Absolutely worth the price of admission. And I got to cross a new park off my list. Okay, there's 2. Where are we? 16 minutes. Wow. I'll do 1 or 2 more. I try to keep my tiles how I made them. Or as, you know, the colors, the sheet that I made them from, I try to keep the colors together, but it doesn't really matter. Wish I had one of these pens in copper. I'm going to have to see if that's available. So I just thought I would lessen the clutter a little bit since I don't have time to do anything else, and make a little space. I did move my little CD packages here, like these. They were getting too full, and I was at the point where if I don't do something with these, I'm going to have to end up tossing them because they're getting too full. And one of them actually split apart, and I had to tape it. So I'm layering by 3s, but I'm sure if you wanted to, you could go up to 5. So I just put them somewhere else for the time being because it's making me feel overwhelmed. And the craft show is making me feel overwhelmed. Still have to create a gift basket donation, and that was actually supposed to be in last week, but considering the chairman forgot about the meeting and didn't show up till late, guess I'm not going to worry about it either. As long as it's there before the show, that's all that matters. I had a little piece here that needed glued. So I went in search of my baskets yesterday and didn't have very good luck at Goodwill. They raised their prices too much. I don't know why. They have tons of inventory. But I'm not I'm not paying that. I'm not paying $3 for a basket of Goodwill. Not doing it. So, okay, some of these might need cut apart. There's a little one. Just not doing it. So, one thing I wanted to tell you. I want you to head on over to eBay. Okay, this is what I want for you fabulous creators. Do you know how much I saw a junk journal going for? $1,400. Well, of course it was there, it didn't sell, but this person that's all she has on her page, and she sold over, I think it was 350. So I think you should leave eBay, or not eBay, Etsy, wherever you're trying to enter the market, and if you're having a difficult time, head on over to eBay, because I searched because, well, first of all, my husband asked me if you could sell digitals on Etsy or eBay. I said no. And then he said, what if you print and sell? I said, yeah, you can probably do that. And I saw someone that did it, but I'm not doing that. And if you want to do that, you're better off doing a book on Amazon, and they don't sell very well either, so I'm not doing that. But I went over there to check out the category, see if there were any, and I was pleasantly surprised to find that there were. But that's what I want for you. I do not think you should be undercutting your prices. And Etsy is becoming like Fiverr. If anyone thinks Fiverr was a good idea, I have a bridge to sell you. No offense, but when you have countries that don't value labor, it's a race to the bottom, and that's all it is. And at some point, they're going to have to realize they cannot be the debt slaves of the world, and they're going to unionize, and maybe things will turn around for them. But in the meantime, they can't be dragging everyone else to the race to the bottom, because that's all it is a race to the bottom. And that's kind of what Etsy is becoming. And so is YouTube, by the way. But anyway, that's what I want for you, is to get a fair price for your work. So that wasn't the only one I saw. There were others, and I think the lowest price was maybe $50. And there weren't that many because, or it didn't appear there were that many, because there were only a few names in the entire category, is what I'm trying to say. And I went to their page to see how many, to see what else they had, if they were selling numerous things, and that's why it was 50 or 100 or whatever it was. And no, they were selling nothing but journals. So, and they were getting the prices they were commanding. So I thought I'd pass that along. It doesn't take anything to create a page on eBay. And that's just how I look at it. That's why I try to do things that are going to help you give value to your creations. Because I understand how long they take. And I know that talent is a big part of it. And it's, you know, that takes a while to build up your skill, but when you do get to that point, if that's what your desire, to sell things, I want you to be able to command the price you deserve. And don't undercut other people who are in the market just because you live where people can live on $1 a day or whatever, which is pretty much no one in the world anymore. But that's another thing. Just remember Etsy being the race to the bottom. Etsy doesn't care if they add 2 million more people. But when you sell something for $1 on Etsy, Etsy takes 87 cents. And when you create a product, at least for US wages, you have to sell 1,000 of that product before you even make the time it took to make it a decent weekly wage. So that's why I have another shop on Shopify, because I can keep more of what I earn. So that's something to keep in mind. I know some creators who will not enter Etsy. I just watched one this week that said I won't go to Etsy. And I see people leaving Etsy. And that's why, because it's become like Fiverr and Creative Market and what else? I can't think of the other ones, but it's just a race to the bottom as far as trying to break into a market. Okay, everyone, this is going to be it, but I'm going to post the link to the tiles, how to do the tiles, in the blog post, and I'll probably put a link to that video. You can learn how to do the tiles, and then you can stack them up, rim them up, paint the back. You could gloss the top, you could add a gem, you could add a pearl, you could add a piece of lace or something. And you have yourself some unique little charms. Okay, have a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye.